everyone, it's Michelle, and I have got Zen Sleeping by Dragons and Beasties, and I just love her kits. This one is a round. These are just so cute. 19.1 by 24.6 inch or 48.4 centimeters by 62.5 centimeters. This one has 55 colors with 6 ABs and 4 fairy dust diamonds. The total drills are 39,952, excuse me. And we're going to check this little one out. These are just so, they're just adorable. Here, yeah, my little thing dangling down here. I noticed that in a couple of my videos I did, and I try to remember and put it back up there. Anyways, so the toolkit, same thing as always. I will open it and show you real quick, but bag of baggies. The pen says Diamond Art Club on it. It's got putty in it already. You just twist it, it comes up. We got a 4-placer on one end, tray with a lid and a stopper, 7-placer in the tray, and then we have wax and putty also in the tray. So that is what you get. And then we have an envelope. So on the envelope, it's basically thank yous and branding. The corner right here has their social media information. And this one is a bronze, the card. But the original artwork, isn't he adorable? I assume it's a he, I don't know. So that is the card. And then the envelope on the inside, it has tips and tricks up here. We've got QR codes over here, Facebook group, that one's for, and then this one is for the Diamond Art Club app. We've got how to refill your pen over here and how to diamond paint here, and then everything that's included in your kit, so everything in the box there. And we've got our sticker sheet. So we have the Diamond Art Club Do What Makes You Sparkle. We have the name and artist there. On the back side, we have the original artwork. You can see that one a little better usually. The start and end date, and then down here it tells you about the kit. So you've got how many colors, that it is round, the size, and the SKU number, which you can match up with the canvas and the drills and get them all back together if you store them separately. And in the middle here, we have our colors, so you can use those to kit up. And then we have our canvas. So, look at that. Isn't it adorable? I just love it. Okay, we're going to flatten that out while we look at the drills real quick. And this one shouldn't be a very long one. But let's see. Well, if I can get into the drills, we'll look at them. All right. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. The end of it is inside there. Now, how in the heck is that? I don't know. Oh, there it is, right there. I could not see that for nothing. Okay, guys. All right, looks like there's a whole lot of pink there. So we have 6,010. Oh, shoot, I need to bring that down a little bit. Okay, 6,010. We have 1, 2, 3 bags of that. 153, we have 2 bags. 310, we have 2 bags. 6,013, and a fairy dust, 38.65. All right, 718, and 917, 414, 453, 3852, 801, and another fairy dust, 725, 699, 782, and AB 5200. 3033, 915, 825, AB 603, 728, AB 996, 747, 452, 317, 912, 824, 3846, 3072, fairy dust 826, 803, 910, 911, 3607, 517, 780, and 3799. Okay. 3766, 827, and AB for 741, sorry. 3834, AB 906, 413, 666, AB 954, 604, 720, 321, 829, and fairy dust 3835, 3837, 955, 890, 301, 902, and 400. And that's all of our drills. Okay, so I think that we will keep it this way maybe, because that's pretty much the whole canvas. Whoops. So then maybe I could find these drills quickly, these special drills, where they go. And okay, what do we have here? We have 10 of them. That's a bunch. Okay. So, little wave looking thing that's pink. Okay, right here. Can we see that? Okay. Right in here. Let me bring it down just a hair more. All right. Right in here, on the edge of that book, and it kind of goes all the way around there as, what is that one? AB 603. Okay. And then there's some more right here and right there. There's a few right here and in here and there. And there's some there. And there's some here on the, kind of going all the way around this, whatever that says in there. I can't read it, but I think it says something. There's some there. Yeah, there's a few others mixed in there, but okay. And then we have AB 741, which is the orange. So there's some right there. Bunch of them right there. I don't think there's any down here. No. Okay. There's some right along the edge down there. And then there's some right here. Okay. And then there's a bunch kind of filling that up right there. And I think that's it for those. I don't see any more of that color on here. Okay. And then we have AB 906, which is green, I think. I think it's green. Oh, what was the symbol? Clover. That fits. Okay, there's a bunch of that right here. And here. I don't think there's any of that on the book. There's a bunch of it in here. There's a few right there, and then some right there. Right there, and then that's it of that one, I think. And then we have another green one. It's AB 954, and it is the heart symbol. So that is this pale green right here. Let's see, and then there's some right there. Let's see. There's a couple in there. There's a few there. There's a few there, and then there's quite a few right here. Okay. Is that it? There's probably some over here that I can't see. There's a few right there, and then there's a few right there, and there's a few right there, a couple there. That's, I think that might be it for those. All right. Then we have AB 996, which is a blue, of course, and it is a diamond shape. Okay, so this runs all the way along the book here, and then up here. Wait a minute. Nope, it stops like right in there, and then it's running down the book. Let's see. Down here. And I guess it goes all the way to the end. Let's see. There's a bunch of it right through here in the middle. And there's some there. And I think that's it down here. Anyway, let's check up here. I don't know if there's any on this guy. I don't think so. I think that's it. Okay. So then we have white. All right. Now, this is AB 5200. And it is the dot. So, okay. I think all of this, the pages, that's all different colors. So no. Nor is it on the backs of these books. Okay. All right. So then the white is going to be in these little squares and circles here. Is that one? Yep. And there, here, all of those, all of these, even the little tiny ones, those are all white. This and here, 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 all of that is, all of this is where that white AB goes. All right, so that's that. And then we are to the fairy dust one, too. There's 4 of those, and this is where the pages come in. So we've got white down here, 3865. There's a lot of that in here. It's separated by other colors, but there's a lot of it in the ends of these books. And there's a big spotch of it. And then, yeah, it's in all of these books here. So that's all, you know, fairy dust. And I think that's it for the fairy dust, the white fairy dust. I don't think there's any anywhere else. And then we have 3835, which looks like a purple. I'm not sure if that's purple or pink. It's the X symbol. It looks like it's, let me see up here. No, okay, it's this right here. And this is a dark, like a dark purple. Okay, right in there. And right in there. I don't think. Yeah, okay. I think. Oh, there's a few right there, and then right there. Yep, okay. And that's it, I think. All right, and then we have Fairy Dust 826. That is a blue again, and it is the P symbol. Let's see, P. Okay, there's some right there in the middle of that. I don't know what those are, but right there. There's a bunch of them right there, and a few right in there. So let's see if there's some on this book. Yep. Okay, we've got a few right in there in the middle. And then we've got a whole bunch of them here in the middle. There's a bunch of them there. And let's see. Yeah, there's a few of them in here. It's down here in this, like where it's dark, the darker blue in there. Okay, and then one last one is Fairy Dust 725, and it is kind of a yellowish, orangish U shape. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's, yep, there's some in here. Okay, so there's some right in here. There's a bunch of it right here in the middle part of this book. And down here at the, I don't know if that's the top or bottom, but there's a bunch of it there also. And then some here at the end and right there. Okay. And I imagine there's some up here. Yep, the middle right here in this yellow. And there's some right there and here. And then there's a bunch of it right here in that one. So, what do you think? Has anybody done this one? This one's not new by any means either. But isn't it cute? Actually, this one might be one of the newer ones. I'm not sure when it came out. I really don't remember. I'm sorry, guys. But there's a lot of special drills in this, and it's going to be really blingy and adorable. So, so I just want to thank everyone for watching the video. And if you have done it before, if you don't mind, I'd love to see a photo of it. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.